Many people spend their entire lives chasing success, believing that wealth will bring them happiness. But today's story reveals something surprising. Sometimes the person who seems to have the least may actually have the most. So stay with this story until the end to discover the real meaning of happiness. On the edge of a beautiful coastal village, where the ocean waves gently kissed the shore, lived a humble fisherman named Matteo. Every morning, Matteo would sail his small wooden boat into the calm blue sea. By noon, he would return with just enough fish to sell at the local market. After selling his catch, he would spend the rest of the day relaxing with his family, playing with his children, laughing with friends, and watching the sunset beside his wife. Matteo's life was simple but peaceful. One afternoon, a wealthy businessman visiting the village noticed Matteo lying under a palm tree, smiling as he listened to the ocean waves. Curious, the businessman approached him. "You caught fish today?" he asked. "Yes," Matteo replied calmly, "just enough for today." The businessman frowned slightly. "But why don't you stay longer at sea and catch more fish?" Matteo looked puzzled. "Why would I do that?" The businessman sat beside him and began explaining enthusiastically. "If you catch more fish, you can sell more and earn more money. Soon you could buy a bigger boat." Matteo listened quietly. "And with a bigger boat," the businessman continued, "you could catch even more fish, hire workers, and build a large fishing company." Matteo nodded slowly and asked, "And then what?" The businessman smiled proudly. "Then you could become very rich. You could move to a big city, run a large business, and after many years, you could retire comfortably near the ocean." Matteo tilted his head curiously. "And what would I do after I retire?" The businessman replied happily. "You could relax on the beach, spend time with your family, enjoy the sunset, and live peacefully." Matteo smiled gently. "But, sir," he said softly, "that is exactly what I am doing right now." For a moment, the businessman said nothing. The sound of the ocean filled the silence between them. For the first time, he realized something he had never truly understood. All his life, he had been chasing happiness, while this simple fisherman had already found it. Sometimes, we believe that happiness is waiting for us somewhere in the future. We work harder, chase more money, and sacrifice the present moment, hoping one day we will finally feel fulfilled. But true happiness is not always found in wealth or success. Often it is found in the simple moments, time with loved ones, peace of mind, and gratitude for what we already have. Because in the end, wealth may bring comfort, but it does not always bring happiness. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who might need this reminder today. And remember, sometimes the richest life is the simplest one.